Hey Scorpio, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for October 19th through the 26th. All right, so I'm going to lay out the cards first here. All right, so I'm using a couple of Lenormand cards here, and we're going to use the Romance Angels deck as well. And basically we're just going to look at where you're at right now and where you're going. All right. The card that is coming up a lot today is the Four of Pentacles. I don't think I've done a reading yet today where that has not come up. So Four of Pentacles is about holding back. So there are a lot of you out there that could be holding back, or you feel like somebody is holding back from you, or both. A lot of times, whatever you're feeling in a connection that the other person is doing, you're actually doing it too. All right, so let's see what we have here. Again, this row here represents where you're at right now. This represents where you're going. If you resonate more here, then this is where you were, and this is where you are now. I'll also let you know that tomorrow, October 21st, Wednesday, I'll be doing a same-day reading marathon if you want to take advantage of that, meaning the same day you ask for the reading, you get the reading, okay? And there are the same special prices that I had last week for, especially for anybody new and also for returning clients as well. All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, so where you're at right now. All right, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You might be frustrated in a connection. You might be getting ready to give up on a connection or a relationship. There might be, you might be at an impasse with somebody as to how to move forward or not move forward. What do we have here? All right, so we've got the House. The House is about your stability. Okay, financial stability, emotional stability, but it's about stability. So it feels like it would benefit you to work on this partnership to enhance your stability in some way, okay? When you're thinking in terms of possibly, you might be thinking in terms of possibly permanently walking away from a relationship or a connection. It feels like that might pull you away from your emotional or financial stability. The energy here is saying to work on your relationship, okay? That might be what you want to hear. That might be what you don't want to hear, okay? So we'll see what this is about. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. What does the Devil represent to you here? Okay, the Devil as a whole, first of all, it's a soulmate card. So this might be a soulmate that you're dealing with. It could be a karmic soulmate. In other words, a karmic soulmate is somebody that you're here to learn from. You know, they're in your life for a reason, not necessarily a season. Okay, so this person might trigger you quite a bit, but it's saying work through it, and it's for increased stability. I feel like emotional stability more than anything. This is also about a deep bond, okay? It could be a karmic bond in some way, all right? You know, this person I feel triggers you on a lot of levels. You know, this might be about figuring out an unwanted situation that you're in right now. Okay? So let's keep going. Let's see. All right, we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like if we deal with the devil here, if we deal with the whatever the toxic situation is here, possibly whatever we're doing, we might be doing something in excess in some way. We might be fighting with our partners in excess. We might be it might be that type of connection or relationship where the sexual intimate part of the relationship is very good, and the communication and a lot of the other things in the relationship are not so good, okay? Because it feels like there's a part of this relationship or connection that you would consider your wish fulfilled. There's something that's keeping you in this. There's something that's key. It might be, you know, stability. It might be financial stability. It might be that safety net of having a partner. I feel like if this is addressed right here, it feels like there's a good chance that this can work out. There's that dang Four of Pentacles, okay? And it shows up right here in just about every reading. It's the strangest thing. So Four of Pentacles, you know, it's like whatever, and I feel this strongly in this particular reading, whatever it is that you're holding back from somebody else is what you're craving in the connection. Okay? So if you're holding back communication, you're also craving it. Craving, devil. If you're holding back emotional support, that's what you're craving. If you're holding back kind words, that's what you're craving. If you're holding back sex, that's what you're craving. So it's like you can give to yourself by giving to somebody else. Somebody else is craving these things too. Okay, and that's where this card comes into play, giving your relationship a chance. How do you work on your partnership? It's about giving to it. So what are you holding back that you instead can give to this partnership? Sometimes that's all it takes, you know? If the two of you are at a stalemate, you know, and you're both craving things from each other, and both of you are holding back from each other, there's nothing worse, right? So it's like you're holding back from your wish fulfilled by holding back from somebody else. That could be the devil energy here. Withholding. All right, so where are we going here? Where is this going? All right, so we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So again, whatever you're craving, it's like whatever you want to feel when you're with this person, when you give it to the other person, I feel like you'll be allowed to attract romantic love by being in this moment fully, by being present, by raising your vibration, by raising your joy. You're going to want to give that more to somebody else. What do we have here? Attraction, and then we have the whip. Okay. So the whip, it feels like whatever you're dealing with here, And the whip could definitely be tied to the devil here. There's some type of pattern of withholding here. You know, and for whatever reason, that pattern might feel like it empowers you. It might feel like you know, it might feel like you're winning when you withhold, whatever it is. And the thing is that you're still very, very attracted to each other. I feel that. So this could be an in and out relationship, a relationship that breaks apart and comes back. How does it come back? Through the attraction that the two of you have for one another. There's a toxic pattern going on here. What do we have here? What do we need to do about this? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the other card that has been showing up all over the place. This is saying that you definitely have an opportunity to make this better. Okay? But it also says that, especially coming up underneath the devil, that you might be focusing on the limitations or the patterns that the two of you go through. What role do you play in that? What role do you play in that pattern? Okay, because it takes two. You know, the first step is admitting that you play a part in that. Okay? There's definitely, I feel like this is a highly sexually charged connection. And so that means there's a lot of passion here. So there's passion on both ends of the spectrum. There's passion in love and there's passion in anger. So I feel like you're experiencing both of those. You know, this could be a situation of extremes. Devil. It's like the pattern could be that both of you enjoy passion. And whether it's on the positive side or the negative side, it doesn't matter. You enjoy the drama of that passion. When it's hovering right around in the middle, okay, it's subdued a little bit. That doesn't give you that rush that passion does. I'm not surprised to see this in Scorpio's reading, okay? Sometimes that can be a trait of Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles. Hey, Barney. Barn. All right. I know, Boogie's barking. I know. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Queen of Pentacles. Both of these cards represent Capricorn. So you definitely might be dealing with a Capricorn. All right. This, with Queen of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, this is beautiful energy. It's like there's some games being played here. There's no doubt, okay? And I don't think they're intentional games. I think they're games of extremes and drama and passion. Queen of Pentacles says, you know, when you are in your heart space, when you are truly and authentically coming from that heart space, you know, you can have your wish fulfilled in this connection. But how often are you coming from a completely authentic place? That's the question. You know, because again, you know, we've got the two sides, the two extremes here of this pattern. You know, the beautiful opportunity and the complete limitation of the opportunity of this connection. What else? The World. I feel like this is saying that this pattern needs to come to an end. It needs to come to an end. You know, if you see this pattern, you know, in your connection or in your relationship, it's about being authentic about the opportunity. that the two of you have together. You know, you can't contrive passion, okay? That has to be there or it doesn't, or it's not there. So the fact that you have that, that's huge. That's a huge force to propel a relationship forward. You have that covered. But what is, you know, what's challenging here is you may not hold back your passion, but you hold back something, and so does your person. And it's what you both end up craving the most from the other. So whatever you're holding back, the more you give that to the other person, that will balance out this pattern of extreme passion. Because it feels like, you know, you might need to give more in the physical world. Okay? So, you know, that can be anything from paying for dinner or taking care of, you know, the bills or walking the dogs or, you know, washing the dishes or cleaning the bathroom. Something in the physical world, maybe taking some weight off the other person. Emotionally, do you find yourself telling the other person everything that they're doing wrong more than what you feel they're doing right? Change it up. Tell that person what you feel they're doing well and doing right and what you see as a positive. Okay? Acknowledging the little things that somebody does. All right? That will bring a satisfying transition out of this pattern. It's like you've got to lead by example. So, you know, if we're not talking about an existing relationship and we're talking about a budding relationship, maybe somebody doesn't respond to texts right away and that triggers you. Or somebody doesn't call you when they say they're going to call you, or somebody is late to a date. You know, making sure that your response is not to do those same things back to that person. You know, you make sure you're on time to show that person respect. You make sure that you respond to a text fairly quickly. You make sure that you call when you say you're going to call. You might say, well, why should I do that if this person doesn't care enough to do that with me? Well, because you care enough about yourself to do the right thing towards them. And that sometimes is the only way to get that respect back. If that's a deal breaker for you, then it's about deciding what you want to do from there, because you can't change anybody else's actions. You can only change your own. So let's clarify here. We're going to clarify this stability. We're going to clarify the devil here, and we're going to clarify the Four of Pentacles. All right, so we're going to clarify the Whip. We'll clarify the Page of Pentacles, and we're going to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so remember, the house is about stability. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. You know, this is affluence. This is social status. This is abundance in every aspect of life. You see that opportunity with this person. You see that opportunity together. There is the potential for complete happiness together here. I feel like it's really about addressing this pattern. Excuse me. All right, so the Devil clarified by 5 of Cups. So, you know, you can see the two extremes here, okay? These are the two extremes of the Devil and the pattern that we're talking about here. This person, you right now might be focused on what the latest fight that the two of you had, or the latest argument or disagreement or challenge, whatever it is. You're focused on that, heavily focused on that, because you're not seeing this beautiful Two of Cups connection behind you. So what that tells me is, you might be speaking negatively to somebody. You might be texting negatively. You might be posting online negatively about whatever the situation is. You're very focused on that. Okay? What you have lost. Maybe you lost a fight. Maybe you lost something in the relationship. Every time you break up with somebody, that chips away at the relationship, at the connection, at the trust. Okay? So there might have been, a little bit of trust, that was broken through this last argument. 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. So when there's a lack of trust, which I'm feeling right here, 9 of Wands shows up. You're holding back and you're cautious and suspicious of the other person. So this energy increases every time you have one of these arguments or blow-ups or breakups. The caution and the holding back increases, and that's what needs to decrease by not holding back. So we have the Whip, which is the pattern, Justice. So I feel like there's a huge focus here on what's fair. So it's like tit for tat, right? You do something, I'm going to do it right back to you. I do something, I know it's coming right back at me. You got to break that pattern. Okay, Justice, card of Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra. But it's about, life is not always fair, especially in a relationship. There's always going to be one person that's giving a little bit more than the other, and then it shifts. Then the other person gives a little bit more. You cannot be keeping score, and somebody here is keeping score. Okay? Page of Pentacles clarified by the Hierophant card of Taurus. So, what are you committed to here? Are you committed to focusing on the opportunity that this connection has, or are you committed to continuing on this path of this pattern? The limitation of the connection, of the relationship. If you continue on the same path, continue doing what you've done, then it will continue on the way it has been. And every time you guys break up or have an emotional loss or have a fight, you chip away at the trust. You become more suspicious of the other person. You become more cautious of what you say to the other person, what you do. It breaks down the intimacy. And the intimacy is very much what brings the two of you together in the first place. And that will be chipped away at. The attraction will be chipped away at. Okay? Every single time. Queen of Pentacles clarified by Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. Okay, we've got 3 major arcanas here, right in a row. And all of them, Temperance and Justice are about balance or what's out of balance. I want to pull a card for Temperance, which I normally do, as to what is out of balance here. All right, so we have the Hermit, and I need one more. We have 4 of Wands. So Four of Wands is fire energy. It's passion, right? That's clearly what's out of balance here. Okay? And I feel like the way that that's dealt with is by somebody here, or both of you tend to give each other the silent treatment when the two of you disagree. Because that is really, that's the opposite of passion, is ambivalence, not caring, showing that you don't care. That's the worst thing that you can do to a passionate connection is show ambivalence. Okay? So you've got a choice to make here. You know, can you put yourself out there, focus on the actual building of the connection versus tearing it down? You're focused on what goes wrong in this connection versus what is right. Can you continue to build the attraction and work on the partnership by letting the other person know what you like, what you love about them, and then do that action yourself? Can you focus on the fact that fairness is not always going to be the case in a relationship, and keeping score, you know, doesn't feel good to either person? Are you going to focus on limiting beliefs or opportunity? And when it comes to balancing out this connection, Temperance, with passion, can you resist the urge to go quiet on somebody, when in actuality what needs to happen is to have a calm discussion? Okay? I don't know why these readings this week, they almost feel like they feel a little more therapeutic. It's interesting. They feel different to me this week. I don't know. It might be the structure or the format that I'm using, but that's how they're coming out, as a lot of advice this week. And I normally, I don't feel like I give that as much advice. Anyway, so if you want a deeper, more personal reading, feel free to reach out. If not, no worries. If you want to take advantage of the same day reading marathon tomorrow, by all means, reach out. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye.